Hi guys, it's Mike, the Kangal Whisperer from Gozo, Malta, and today I have a very special video, probably a once-in-a-lifetime video, about an amazing story. Real life, unlike some of the things you see on YouTube, the headline is not hype. It actually happened 2 days ago. And everything I'm going to tell you is 100% true. Plus, I'm not going to drag it out for 30 minutes just to get viewing time. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened and as quickly as possible. So basically, 3 days ago, well, 3 days, that would be Tuesday, a husky, a 13-year-old husky went missing in our street here. And you're going to see that their house backs up to the same valley that mine backs up to, which I'll show you in a second. After, on the third day, this amazing boy here, Kyle, say hi, come here. Oi, come here, boy. Say hi, Kyle. This amazing boy found the husky and not only saved it from certain death, because we're talking about 3 days with no food and water, but also saved it from a horrific end to its life, and found it, and we were able to save it and get it back to the owner. And this is the story, and this is what happened. So without further ado, I am going to, first of all, for those of you who do not follow my channel, those of you that follow my channel are going to recognize the area and are going to know exactly kind of what I'm talking about. But for those of you who are seeing this for the first time, the back of my house, and this is what it backs up to, which is a valley. Now you can't see the bottom of the valley, but just consider it between the house in the back and my house. There's a valley that goes down all the way to a beach in Gozo called Shlendi. And the people that lost the husky, their house backs up to the same valley. So I'm going to take you on site and I'm going to explain exactly what happened and the sequence of events, which is even more amazing, I guess is what Kyle did, and how we were able to save this beautiful husky. And so without further ado, let's go. Hi guys, this is, for those of you that follow the channel, this is something you're going to recognize, which is the field where I usually bring my Kangals to walk around, get some exercise, and obviously take care of business. And right below us, as you can see in the distance, is a valley. And right down in that gully, or whatever you want to call it, is the bottom of the valley. And we're about 150 yards or meters away from my house, just the same street. And the person that lost the husky, their house backs up to this field right here. And we believe that the husky jumped off the wall and down onto the lower wall and somehow went down into the valley. This is, of course, something we figured out after the fact. So now, to take you back, this was a Tuesday night is when the husky was found to be missing. So that was Tuesday night, and I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the kids while I'm doing this videotape. Wednesday morning, I usually bring the dogs out on 7 o'clock in the morning and usually about 7 o'clock in the evening every day. And the next morning, Wednesday morning, we came out with the dogs, and that's when I found out that the husky was missing, jumped the wall, and they don't know where he was. Kyle, this way. Come on, boy. Kyle. And so we did our normal routine, but I did notice Kyle paying a lot of attention to the wall here, sniffing it pretty more intently, much more so than usual. Now keep in mind, I brought these dogs out here twice a day for about 4 years, so I kind of know their routine and know what they normally do and how they act. But this time, Kyle was fixated on the wall, the smell. So we walked, come on guys, this way, let's go. So we walked this way, and I'm going to pause a bit to get to the spot where we normally go. So here we are, and as you can see, Kyle likes to stand up on the wall and look around, and so does Mika. It's kind of their nature to just watch. And as you can see, now I'm on the top level of about 3 levels of fields that go all the way down to the gorge, whatever, or valley, whatever you want to call it. And you can kind of see, now I'm really in a bad situation because the sun's in my eyes, but you can kind of see it's pretty nasty down there. A lot of rough ground and tall grass and stuff. And so Wednesday we did our usual routine. Kyle, as I said, did smell the wall quite a bit, but didn't really act any differently. And then so fast forward to Friday, well, actually Thursday night, I did notice Kyle looking down into the valley much more focused than normal, like he was trying to see something. So basically, again, afterwards I realized what he did is he smelled her down there, but he couldn't see her. So he just kept waiting and waiting and waiting to see if she would show up and or move, but he couldn't see her. So we went home that night. I had to call him a few times. He really didn't want to come home. And that was Thursday night. Friday morning, we come back. This was yesterday morning. And he again sniffed the wall as if to get her scent, which is, I mean, amazing, really, all on his own. And then came and dashed, not to this level where I'm at, not to the other level, but to the bottom level field, and just stood there, fixated. Now, what was going on is he could smell her. He knew where she was, but he couldn't see her because the grass down there is tall, and she wasn't moving. On my part, you know, I immediately noticed something was different. Again, this is a routine I've seen a million times, and it's definitely an unusual thing for him to be so fixated on something. So, but the problem with me was, if I figured if the dog was down there, it would cry or bark or something. I really never realized that it could be down there and just quiet. Again, this is a 13-year-old husky, so by this time she's dehydrated, very weak, and probably disoriented. So he stood there, and I'm calling him back up, and he just absolutely refused to budge. So I go down there, and I'm looking down into the gorge now, in the grass, and all of a sudden, standing behind him, trying to focus on what he's looking at, I saw movement, and sure enough, there was Daisy down there. To make a long story short, I climbed down, got her up out of the valley, and contacted the owner, who again just lives right behind me here. Now she's recovering at home, and she's safe. And so I just want to tell you that this amazing boy here, Kyle, come here, Kyle, I want everybody to see you. Yes, there you go. This amazing boy not only saved a life, but saved her from a pretty horrific ending. And you can imagine her down there all by herself, no food, no water, and unable to get out of there. So yes, once again, amazing creatures, incredible intuition, I guess is the best thing I can say. And I thought I'd put this all on video. Obviously, this is not something that is going to happen every day, hopefully. Thank God. And yes, a story with a very happy ending. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I tried my best. Again, I'm not the best videographer, and plus I'm kind of keeping an eye on the dogs here too. So Mika didn't get much attention in this video, but here she is. And she sprinted down as well. So once she realized that Kyle was onto something, she obviously focused in on it as well. And I neglected to mention that. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit the like button. And God bless you all. I hope you are having a really wonderful weekend. Love you guys, and this is Mike, the Kangal Whisperer from Gozo, Malta, saying have a nice evening. Bye.